Hey guys, welcome back. We're the Southern Beer Review, John and William. It's been a while since we've posted some content, but we've been unusually busy in the fall, going to visit kids for Parents Weekend at colleges and stuff like that, and busy with work and stuff. Also, too, before we crank into our review for today, if you watch the videos and have any ideas on how we can expand like our footprint and get the word out about the podcast a little bit more, or the beer reviews, let us know in the comments.
Sure.
Because we're just, there's social media and there's word of mouth, but maybe some of you have some better ideas about how we could get the word out about our videos. Because again, we're just trying to give you some feedback on good beer. That's it. So if you have any ideas, let us know.
With a Southern focus.
Southern focus. Well, we are bringing you a review from the lake trip, Smith Lake in the background, and this is from our favorite brewery, Birmingham District Brewing Company, and this is La Esposa Mexican-style lager. I've grown to like Mexican-style lagers in the last 4 or 5 years. The district has not done one, to my knowledge, a Mexican-style lager.
Not that I'm aware of.
So I'm going to let John talk a little bit more about it, but this is what we're going to try for you.
I don't have a ton to say. I'm going to say this. It's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous fall day. I can't think of a better time for a beer. This beer comes in at 5.2%. And picked these up at the brewery, right from their cooler, right out of their taps. And so I'm excited about this, to give this a try.
Yeah, the can is really cool. It almost looks like some, what do they call it?
Day of the Dead.
Deo de los Muertos,
Yeah.
whatever, the Day of the Dead kind of thing going on.
Which would be appropriate for October lager.
It would be. So again, I guess in general, if you're in the Birmingham area, Mexican lagers are kind of judged by Good People's Muchacho, right? I mean, that kind of seems to be the
Generally
standard.
regarded as the standard in Birmingham.
Yeah, if not all over the state of Alabama. But it's got a great golden color and a little bit more of a head than I wanted because I poured it too fast.
It's got but it's got a nice bubbly
It does.
head there. I'm appreciating that head, real foamy. And let me get a little sniff. Almost a little soapy smell to it.
Right.
Real clean smell.
Obviously, Mexican lagers are sometimes served with a piece of lime, or maybe even some cases lemon, and so they sometimes, because of that, have a fruity hint to it. But when I think of Mexican lagers, I think of just crisp.
Yeah.
Fall day. Maybe the ever so slight hint of a fruit kind of taste.
Yep. This is for a Mexican lager. It does give a little bit of a lemon zest that I'm not always used to in the Mexican lager. It's a little hazier than some lagers I've seen, and that kind of comes through in the taste as well. But it's really tasty. It's really thirst quenching kind of beer, and I give it a really, really high marks for taste.
Yep.
For it fitting the style, it's a little different than I expected that for a Mexican style lager.
And I noticed we'll put the can here so you can enjoy that. I noticed a little bite on the back end as it goes down. I don't, not an unusual amount of hoppiness. I mean, it does check in at 5.2%, but there's a little bit of a kick on the back end.
A little bit of hot bitterness on the end, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell if it was the hot bitterness or if maybe there's something else in it I wasn't detecting. But I like that. I like the crisp taste up front and the bite in the back for sure.
Yeah, it's good. I do get almost a little bit of the soapiness in the taste too, and I don't say that as a bad thing. It's just a hint of it.
Right. All right. Well, as far as the rating goes, we try to be fair, and we've told you dozens of times that we're not experts. We're just trying to bring you good beer. The district brews everything well. It's our favorite brewery, especially in Birmingham, and I think with this one, You know, and again, when I do this, I'm trying to compare it perhaps to other district beers I've had. But I'm going to go, I really like it. I'd have to think what I would compare, how I would compare it to Muchacho or Taco Tuesday from Monday night. I'm speaking of Birmingham places. I'm going to go 8.5 on this because I thought 9 was a little too high because I'm a fan. I like it, but it doesn't blow me away like a lot of their other beers do, I guess, which is not really being fair because a lot of their other beers are just off the charts good.
Yeah. We've typically been pretty close on our rankings, but I think because I always try to make sure I'm not influenced by Williams' ranking. So when he starts to do his ranking, I usually try to go ahead and think of my number before he says his, and a lot of times they're pretty close. This time I'd say there's a little bit wider gap. I'm going to give this one a 7.
Yep.
It's very good beer to me, but I feel like I've had other Mexican lagers that I just personally enjoy more. Maybe because for whatever reason, like if you just handed me this and said, "What kind of lager is this?" I just say it's a lager.
Right.
I don't get I don't get what makes it a Mexican lager to me. But I do enjoy it, so I'm going to give it a little bit of marks off for like I don't think it screams Mexican lager to me other than the can.
Right.
But it's still a tasty beer. A 7's still really strong, and I think if you average us together, we're still looking at 7.75,
Yeah,
something like
still,
that.
That's
So
pretty high marks.
don't get me wrong, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of the rest of this beer, especially on this day.
And in the last couple of weeks of October and next week leading up to Halloween, if you want to go around Birmingham and sample the Mexican lagers getting ready for Halloween, you know, put La Esposa on your list when you do because it's definitely worth it.
And I'll shout out one more Birmingham lager I think gets overlooked a little bit, and that's from Ghost Train. There's a lager called the El Rey, and Mexican lager. It's really good. I would put it up there close to Muchacho. I'd have to do a side by side comparison to see which one I like better, probably. But they're both really strong. I would probably give both of those the edge over the Taco Tuesday, but it's good too.
So one more time, guys, listen. I know we don't have many subscribers and many followers, and that's fine. I mean, we would
You
be.
didn't look? We're up to 600,000.
Oh no,
You just didn't check.
yeah,
this
I
morning.
missed that. We would be drinking this beer on this porch right now anyway. So why not film a video and tell you about it? But if you can think of some ways we can get the word out about people checking these out, let us know. Just put them in the comments, or
Or if you
have our number, just text us. I mean,
if you personally have enjoyed these videos and you're one of the people that does get a little something out of it, tell a friend.
yeah.
Just tell a friend. Say, hey, you like beer? Check these guys out. They post a little irregularly, but you can subscribe to them and you'll get notified when they post. And usually they have something to say about some local beers and some southern beers.
All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back later on with more episodes.
So y'all next time.
Yep.